3 laps, he's 2.7 seconds ahead. That's 0.9 of a second they're pulling out each lap so far. But the question has to be for Audi to answer, is the hybrid car faster than the diesel ultra car? And if so, should they let it through? Following round down through the tight infield section. It's one route only. It's hard enough to get past the car you're lapping, so there'll be no overtaking moves here. Moving up from Juncao, and this is where the power of the hybrid should come in. As they come around this second corner, they can push it. Effectively, automatically comes in an extra 80 horsepower, but no real visual gains look on board for the number 2 car. The number 1 car with the hybrid power, gaining slightly as they move here. And the other team now looking forward, that's Benoit Treluyer and André Lotre checking out what's going on with the cars. But what is going on at the moment is that once again, Nicolas Lapierre has pulled out another virtual second in that lap, 9/10. So he's now, after 4 laps, 3.4 seconds ahead. So it's still Lapierre from McNish. Treluyer is just a few tenths behind, 4 tenths behind. Neil Yarni, a further 4 seconds back. And this is the leader of P2. It's the Star Works, Stéphane Sarrazin, who of course in any other year would have been driving an LMP1 prototype. Instead, he's after the demise of Peugeot, he's now the team leader, the fastest driver in P2. We're back on board now, and it's the number 1 Audi, the hybrid car. You'll be hearing on the overrun as the harvesting of the hybrid power. He's following behind, it's following the leader, the 1 and the 2, and this really is a question, are they doing the right thing here, Audi? Are both of them running at their own pace? They have a big advantage in fuel. We know that the Toyota's going to have to come between 7 and 10 laps earlier, and will have to make between 1 and 2 stops more. It has the pace, they're pulling away at that, full trust will advise, 0.7 seconds, they have to do a bit more, 0.9 of a second. But it all plays out over the course of 6 hours, and whilst this Toyota should pull out a quite healthy lead over the course of the first session, which may be 27 to 29 laps, the Audi will start to gain as the pit stop play in. But at the moment, lap time 1:23.7 for Lapierre, a 1:24 flat for McNish, so that was only 3/10 that time. That's fine, that's within the window. Audi know what they have to do. I'm sure they've got their own Paul Trustwell working out what they take them to win, as the cars now go down the back straight, and they'll be going onto the curve of Largo in a second, having gone through Sol. No real gain down the straights there for the number 1 car we're on board, and you can see the target in his sight, which is his teammate, number 2. That's driven by Alan McNish, so it's Treluyer who's targeting McNish, wide out there as they go up the hill now. It's moving forward into the Curve del S, and then of course you have the very tight period of Pinarino coming up soon as well. But at the moment, I mean, now already into traffic, so 5 laps and the traffic starts, and this is when you rely not just on pure speed, but on luck, judgment, and sometimes just sheer bravery as you get past the back markers. But so once again, 5 laps in, Nicolas Lapierre is going to start dealing with traffic. Moving now, we're looking at the GT AM battle, and it's the 88 from the 50, Paolo Roberti from Fernando Reis. Fernando in that Corvette has looked brilliant every single session apart from qualifying, putting in lap times that we kind of thought that's pretty impressive for an AM car, and getting himself up amongst the pros. Obviously there was a slight problem in qualifying, because he's now right on the tail of Roberti in the 88 Feldmar car, the 2011 narrow-body machine. One of the superstars driving in an unfamiliar car, Vittorio Luzzi there, that had put that Lotus car, the Lola Lotus run by the Col